character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Henderson. Williams with the ball. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers. Number 1, Ant-Man.
To the inside. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 9 points. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. DiVincenzo passes to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Man, Simons goes from defense to offense in a flash.
Henderson against DiVincenzo. Looking to end the run. Avdia with the rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
3-pointers, Simons. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Clock at 6. The 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
Simons with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Henderson. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Inside. It's good. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster, using his size and reach. Very effective.
Here's Simon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Murray comes in for Avdia. And it's Grant in for Henderson.
Well, a former late first-round pick in 2018, Simons continues to prove the doubters wrong with his fantastic scoring ability.
Here's Gobert, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on 8.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle with.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Banton's checked in. Simons against DiVincenzo. Here's Banton, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Adebayo kicks to DiVincenzo. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
DiVincenzo against Simons. To the middle. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
DiVincenzo with it. He has 6. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one is good. And now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Blazers getting the bucket. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, the Blazers with the draft night trade.
Now can you hear me? Alright, there we go. Yup.
It's a two-way wing, Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kamara is checked in.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
Pass to Simons. Ayton sets the pick for Simons. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got 9.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
DiVincenzo against Simons. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Grant the pass to Banton. A kick out to Simons. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Got that one up quick.
Adebayo being aggressive there. Quick release on the catch and shoot.
Grant outside. Pass to Simons. Here's Banton beyond the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Kamara. Minnesota with the rebound. He takes it in. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Kamara. Now here's Simons. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Now here's Grant. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. He can't get it to go. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this.
Time to come back.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Portland?
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Adebayo is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Portland leading. Manton, the pass to Ayton. Outside, Simon gets it to go from beyond the arc. Simons has got 15 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Adebayo with a screen on Simon. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Banton. Edwards defending. Shot's good by Banton. Here's DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Adebayo with a screen for DiVincenzo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against Miami.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kind. Performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Adebayo passes to McDaniels. Rebounded by Kamare.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail by 11. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 8. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. DiVincenzo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Trailblazers making a switch here. Eibels checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Grant. Back to Simons. Now Grant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Stan on the floor tonight, one of the best. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, fast, that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews.
The ruling on the floor, stand.
This is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels it's not the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Delano Banton's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number one option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this. Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Kamare misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range 2.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Simons surveying the D. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And here is McDaniel. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Miami. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And we'll see Bam Adebayo go to the line here. That one on Ayton. Stan, from 15 feet in, not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Ayton with it. Now defended by Gobert. The kick out to Williams. Ayton wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Gobert with a screen on Avdia. Edwards cashing in from outside.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Avdia against Edwards. He gets it in there. Avdia's got his first points of the night. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Adebayo. Williams with the block.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
Avdia finds Ayton. Here's Simons. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Up top, Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Avdia. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. At the top of the key, Ayton. At Avdia. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Adebayo. Averaging about 15 points, 10 rebounds. And 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now, here's Sharp. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Memphis.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stat.
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Trailblazers shooting 41% from the field here in the second. Henderson passes to Simons. Williams inside, defended by Gobert. No good. Here's Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Poked away, stolen by McDaniels. All alone. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, when you talk about great two-way players in this league, don't forget about Jaden McDaniels. He's already there defensively, and he's getting there offensively.
For 3, Henderson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Avdia dishes to Williams. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Out to Edwards. Adebayo with a screen for Edwards. Down low. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 3rd assist on the night. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And to Avdia, stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Adebayo. Makes it off the glass. Adebayo's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Williams finds Henderson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Henderson's got 15.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Now DiVincenzo. 16 points for him. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Portland trailing here. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Adebayo kicks to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Henderson. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Henderson's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, are you kidding?
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease.
Here's Simons. Open jump shot off the mark.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good. Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. All right, fellas, time to acknowledge the players of the week. And that about wraps it up. And as the 3rd quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, and Bernie Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Rob Williams is out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And what a creative player this kid is. Henderson, so much fun to watch.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Trailblazers shooting a respectable 47% for the field in this one. Pass to Sharp. Henderson looking it over. To the middle. And Williams throws it down.
Well, this is what you love seeing from Scoot. A desire to involve teammates in pick and roll.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And Portland with the ball. Henderson kicks to Avdia. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Denny Avdia.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Trains it from beyond the arc. McDaniel's got 10 points in the game.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Here's Henderson. 1 points in the game. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this out. Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Pass to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love it, Kevin. Well, good to see Scoot Henderson rolling here. A lot of expectations on this kid, showing he has the ability.
A three for DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 17.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Henderson outside. Pass to Kamare. DiVincenzo against Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Making smart use of the pick and roll play there. Henderson frees himself to go and get a bucket.
Here's Adebayo. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
McDaniels with the ball. Now Henderson defending.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Williams knocks it loose.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
DiVincenzo with it. He's got 19. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Henderson against Edwards. Gobert with the block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Now, here's Sean. Scoreless thus far. Williams a screen on Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession.
And how about the numbers here for Anthony Edwards? Averaging 41 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Edwards with the powerful flush.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Edwards against Sharp. Williams sets a screen for Sharp to the inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Adebayo down low. Defended by Avdia. Fires from deep. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Trailblazers leading by 3. Inside. Here's Henderson. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Outside Williams. Pass to Sharp. Henderson with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards against Sharp. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the tee.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Simons, he's checked in for Henderson. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo finds Adebayo. DiVincenzo passes to Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Like that dude Rudy does. Rudy causes the steal every game.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
On the floor for your Trailblazers.
Edwards kicks to Adebayo.
Jeremy Grant.
Gobert with a screen for Adebayo. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Simons. Shoots over DiVincenzo. It's good from the top of the key. Simons has got 24.
Man, once Simons found his rhythm, he's been non-stop.
Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Simons. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Offensive rebound. A kick out to Simons. Here's Williams. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Williams finds Simons. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
DiVincenzo against Simons. Grant for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third. McDaniels. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Grant on the wing. Portland again missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Adebayo with a screen for DiVincenzo. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Portland trailing here. And here is Simons. He's got 24. Shoots It's over DiVincenzo. And it's Simons missing.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Dan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game.
My NBA.
How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
He has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Delano Banton's checked in for Portland.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Right side, Edwards. Adebayo the screen. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
5 on the clock. Adebayo kicks to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Simons, the pass to Sharp. To stop the drought. Drills it from outside. Sharp's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got 22.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Sharp finds Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Simon. What a terrific move that was. 26 points for him.
Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
Gobert against Ayton. Adebayo passes to Edwards. Floats one up. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Banton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Timberwolves on top, up 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Fourth quarter.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for Portland, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Bam Adebayo is up there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Well, that's his fourth triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
A three for DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got 25 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Pass to Ayton. Ayton a screen on McDaniel. Grant for three. Minnesota with the rebound. Left side, Edwards. Oh, no, stopping Edwards on the drive.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Banton, the pass to Ayton. Grant outside. Over Edwards. Portland again missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Ayton. McDaniels against Grant. Back to Ayton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Simons, the pass to Benton. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Ayton finds Murray. Simons from outside. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Adebayo against Murray. Here's Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Banton's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, you got to be able to take a hit in the NBA. Grant doing what he had to.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And Portland making a change here. Avdia's checked in.
Well, Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin. Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
It's stolen by Edwards. And here comes the break. And Edwards with the stop.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Minnesota leading by 16. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And he lays it straight in. McDaniels got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Simons, the pass to Banton. Back to Simons. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. Simons against DiVincenzo. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Simons has got 33 points.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Avdia. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Edwards. That is a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
A different look now for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for 8. Shaden Sharp comes in for Grant. And Henderson subbed in for Delano Banton. Here's Henderson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Bro, what is my phone doing?
Against DiVincenzo. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Simons has got 33 points. What a good finish inside. Simon a variety of ways. Edwards passes to Gobert. And it's Ayton with a variety of ways. The paint. Here's Avdia. The paint. Here's Avdia. Fourth. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Avdia. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers. And it's Ayton with the rebound. At power. Team. Rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Edwards. That is a great finish! Oh, my. Well, just look at that power. Rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Edwards. That is a great finish! Oh, my. Well, just look at that power. Rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Edwards. That is a great finish! Oh, my. Well, just look at that power. Rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Can hope to do is limit the damage. DiVincenzo against Simon. Grant for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Now Adebayo. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Portland making a change here. Kamara is checked in. Trailblazers trail by 14. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Kamara. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it. Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Outside Williams. Pass to Avdia. Clock at 6. From 15 feet away, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 12. Edwards passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Avdia, a screen on DiVincenzo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And he knocks down the first one. Reed, he's checked in for Adebayo. Both good from the line that time. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Gobert the screen. And DiVincenzo is good for 3. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Trailblazers trail by 15. Henderson outside. Avdia with a screen for Henderson. From the line. And off the front. And in it goes. Henderson's got 31.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kamari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Stolen by Avdia. Here's Kamara. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Kamara misses. Timberwolves leading by 13. Driving inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Henderson, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over you.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
5 to shoot. It's stolen by Edwards. DiVincenzo against Henderson. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they have been
finished game in which all 5 starters scored double-digit points.
Relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, When the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Trailblazers trail by 19 to the middle. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Reed. Here's McDaniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Henderson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Sharp, that's good. 8 points for Shaedon Sharpe.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Thibault the bounce pass. Here's Simons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
Free throw good, Simons. Reed with it. Gobert with a screen on Avdia. Gobert finds Edwards. Tries again. And another shot. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. Stolen by Avdia. Gobert. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win the...
Not bad. Not bad.
You are not. You never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas, my Chiefs Taylor Swift stay red T too pop. We be too Westwood, North be too. Moving won't leave like 10-inch that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big back, tube sock. Fell in love with my mirror, everything your crew not. With the wood wop, get why?
Same troop, I just had to read it. They know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Kitty. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that.
Well, hop off, my boy. Thanks for watching.